Reconstruction, from a farmer's point of view. Banjo, Paterson, Andrew, Barton. So, the bank has busted its boiler. And in 6 or 7 years it will pay me all my money back, of course. But the horse will perish waiting while the grass is germinating, and I reckon I'll be something like the horse. There's the plowing to be finished and the plowmen want their pay, and I'd like to wire the fence and sink a tank. But I own I'm fairly beat how I'm going to make ends meet with my money in a reconstructed bank. Ampersand quo. It's a safe and sure investment. Ampersand quo. But it's one I can't afford, for I've got to meet my bills and pay the rent, and the cash I had provided. So these meetings have decided shall be collared by the bank at 3%. I can draw out half my money, so they tell me, from the Crown. But it's just enough to drive a fellow daft. My landlord's quite distressed. By this very bank he's pressed, and he'll sell me up, to pay his overdraft. There's my nearest neighbor, Johnson, owed the self-same bank a debt. Every feather off his poor old back they pluck, single quotee, for they set to work to shove him, and they sold his house above him, Lord. They never gave him time to reconstruct. And their profits from the business have been 25%, which, I reckon, is a pretty tidy whack, and I think it's only proper, now the thing has come a cropper, that they ought to pay a little of it back. I have read about and quo. Reserve funds and quo. Ampersand quo. Banking freeholds and quo. And the like, till I thought the bank had thousands of assets. And it strikes me very funny that they take a fellow's money when they haven't got enough to pay their debts. And they say they've lent my money, and they can't get paid it back. I know their rates % were 10s and 12s. And if they've made a blunder after scooping all this plunder, why, they ought to fork the money out themselves. So all you bank shareholders, if you won't pay what you owe, you will find that on your bank will fall a blight. And the reason is because it's simply certain that deposits will be stopped, the bank will bust, and serve you right.